Hey guys, oh bashers, let's talk about those. I'm sure we can get bashed for this video. First, bashers are not unique to Facebook, and they are definitely absolutely not a new thing. I can tell you, I can 100% tell you that the amateur radio community is absolutely filled to the brim with bashers. Everybody is bashing on everybody else in that community, and sometimes it is what I would call sick and disgusting because everybody wants to say that their way is better. No way is actually better, but everybody wants to think that their way is better. So you have all these different communities in the amateur radio community. They're all fighting with each other because they all think their way is better. And if there's the smallest, tiniest violation of the rules, oh my god, they're on top of the other person just like that. And then guess what? Exactly the same thing is repeated in the fitness community. You have like the cardio community and the CrossFit community and the bodybuilding community and the weightlifting community and all these different communities, and they all want to be right. And I would say it's not as bad as the amateur radio community, but I would say 70% of the time they're all trying to bash each other online. It is absolutely ridiculous. They're all trying to achieve the same goal. They're all trying to get fit, but they all have different ways of doing it. And because they have different ways of doing it, because they have different styles, they like to think that their way is best, the other way is inferior, and they like to push it on the other person. Honestly, especially with fitness, there is no single answer. It depends on the goals you want to achieve, and this community over here has one set of goals, that community over there has a different set of goals. So yeah, they're going to have different opinions because they have different sets of goals based on their body type and what they want to achieve and everything else. And the Facebook community is just a mess of all that, really. It doesn't change any. You have bashers in the Facebook community. They're just there because they want to bash, because they have their narrow set of opinions and they want the world to follow their narrow set of opinions. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. Everybody has their own opinion and everybody has their own way of doing things. The other thing I see with these bashers is really they're jealous. Okay. They, for whatever reason, can't achieve what the person they're bashing on is achieving. Whether it's they don't have the money, whether they don't have the time, whatever it is, they can't do it. So what they do is they just bash. They say, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong. But they're doing this whole like armchair quarterback thing, as we say, and they're bashing on the other person, but they're not doing anything themselves to either lift themselves up or to lift somebody else up. They're not doing anything. They're just criticizing the other person basically aimlessly because they're not as good as the other person. They want to drag the other person down. It's not because of a belief system there, it's because they see someone getting ahead and they don't want someone getting ahead, or they don't want someone respected, so they're going to go and pull the other person down just because they can. That is just stupid. Like I said in a post earlier this week to the bashers out there, there are a lot of people in the Philippines that need help right now. Look at all the earthquakes that happen in the southern Philippines. There's a lot of rebuilding that needs to happen. There's a lot of help that needs to happen down there. Certainly, there's nothing to stop these bashers, if they want to do something good, flying down there and making a change. Making a change in someone's life. Even if it's just something simple, buying like 20 meals or something from Jollibee and handing them out on the street, or whatever. Whatever simple, small thing you can do to help the world, that is far more important, that is far better than dragging someone else down who's trying to help. There's a lot of people in this world that need help right now. There's a tremendous amount of people in this world that need help. I can't help them all. You can't help them all. Together, Maybe, if we're lucky, we can try and help them all. But that's going to take a team effort from everybody on this planet to help each other out. We can't do it just through one person or 2 people or 3 people or 10 people. It's not going to happen that way. So rather than bash, just do something constructive. What I do when I look at other people and I see someone that's successful, or someone that's made it, or someone that's doing something really good, I look at them and I take the same philosophy. I think it was that Jackie Chan took. Jackie Chan had this philosophy. He observed people. He saw what they were doing good. He picked out what was good from what they were doing. And he replicated it himself. He took what was good and he threw away the rest. When you observe people. And that's kind of what I do, is I look at someone and say, oh, that person's successful. They've done this, 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 and this. How are they doing it? Can I learn from them? If I can learn from them, I can emulate them. They're not going to be completely successful. I'm not going to copy every little thing they do, because some things are not going to be that great. But you know what? I'm going to copy the best parts of their life, and I'm going to try to make a replica of them in my life, so I can improve myself and so I can help other people. Especially if that person out there that's successful, that you respect, is doing a really good thing in the community, then you copy what they're doing. You don't have to copy it exactly. You can copy it in a different place. You can copy it in a different time even. But you use them as a role model to build yourself up and to help other people. That is far better than bashing. Because you improve yourself, and when you help the lives of other people, you improve the lives of other people. It's as simple as that. Don't pull other people down because they're ahead of you, or because they have different views and they're in this camp and you're in that camp. Like they're in a CrossFit camp and you're in a bodybuilding camp, or they're in a DMR camp and you're in an FM radio camp, whatever camps you're in. Don't criticize and pull other people down just because they're in a different camp and they have a different belief system. This problem is as old as religion itself. If you look at religions, for centuries, religions have been beating each other up, thinking that their way is best and the other guy's way is evil, and that has been going on for decades and decades and centuries even. Okay, now instead of just bashing each other on the battlefield, no, we're just bashing each other on Facebook instead. But what does it come down to? It comes down to fundamental belief systems. If that tribe over there has a different belief system to you, you go over there and you beat them up. What's the point in that? How about learn from what the other tribe is doing, take what is useful, and use it to build yourself up. That is the best way to handle it. So the bashers out there, you can bash this video all you want, I don't care. But hey, maybe you should learn from this video instead. Improve yourself, improve the lives of others, and make the world a much better place. Click down there, like, share, and subscribe.